Eddie Hearn and Canelo in the past have had a great relationship. And on the Ring magazine, he gives his honest assessment on the Skull Canelo fight. And I took a couple of clips of that interview, and I want you to hear it, and we will respond to it. I don't own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. Let's hear Eddie Hearn's honest opinion about the Skull fight and Canelo's future. Take it away, Eddie.
If it was a fighter with lesser ability, I would have, or lesser experience, I would have said, okay, it's a little bit difficult to cut off the ring. And Skull's a skillful guy. It's not just like he's some random that was just moving and moving and moving. He's good, and he was he was throwing when Canelo was throwing. But it was very disappointing. I mean, you know, as a spectacle in Saudi Arabia, it's not really Canelo's fault that a guy wants to fight as negatively as that. But at the same time, like, when you're getting paid all that money, you probably got to step on the gas a little bit more and say, I need to actually give these people entertainment and value for money. On the other hand, you got the Crawford fight.
Jackpot. This is what I've been saying. I thought the fight was close. I thought Canelo did enough to win it, and I think that was his plan all along. Do enough to win it, don't show Crawford anything. He did not cut off the ring. He didn't give 100% effort. And this is what Eddie Hearn is saying. Canelo did enough to survive the Skull fight, in my opinion. But Eddie Hearn is saying for that type of money, he should have gave a better effort to get Skull out of there or make it a more exciting fight for the fans. But it takes two to fight, so you can't give it all the full blame to Canelo. Skull did his part to make that fight boring as well and disappointing. So I hear what Eddie is saying. Canelo could have pushed on the gas just a little bit, but I'm thinking, and it's just an opinion, Canelo is saying that, you know what? I give him a boring fight, do enough just to win the fight, and I'll give him an exciting fight September 13th. But I could be wrong. Let's continue.
I've got to say, after the other night, you know, I give him every chance in the fight. I really do. Yeah, I think size is going to be a problem. Is Canelo getting old? Like, he's, you know, I don't know. How much is he still? I mean, the one thing that's so admirable about Canelo Alvarez is that he keeps competing and he keeps having these training camps and he's still got that fire in his belly. Is that the case, or are you telling yourself that?
And this leads to this headline. Canelo Alvarez could retire after the Crawford showdown, says Eddie Hearn. What else is there for him to do? I wonder would Eddie Hearn say that if he had a 3-fight deal with Canelo. You know, these promoters are talking like that. Oscar De La Hoya, now Eddie Hearn. They're saying stuff like this because Canelo's with the Sheik now. That's part of it. This is not my opinion. But some people are saying Anthony Joshua is washed. And if you ask me, AJ looks older than Canelo Alvarez does. Now, would it surprise me if Canelo Alvarez retires? No, he has almost 70 fights. But I'm picking him to beat Crawford. But if Crawford happens to win the fight, I don't want to give any excuses, right? I don't want to say Canelo looks old. I'm thinking that William Skull fight is an anomaly. I think we'll see a better Canelo on September 13th. But it seems like we're getting all these narratives out here already, and the fight's like 4 months away. Now, there are other opportunities out there for Canelo if he wants to continue to fight. And he happens to fight Crawford. It is a close fight. He wins by a split decision. Or if he loses to Crawford, he can do the rematch. Because if that fight lives up to the hype, that's going to be a huge payday. And then you go up to 175 and fight Bivol again. That's a big payday. And if everything goes right at 175, you could be challenging for undisputed. And that make you 3-time undisputed champion. And it's also the big payday fighting David Benavidez. Now, recently, Canelo says he does not want to fight David Benavidez, but we saw that when he negotiated with Crawford. I mean, he said over and over again, I'm not interested in that fight. And we got that fight happening September 13th. So anything could happen in boxing. You know, they might offer them a big amount of money to fight David Benavidez. Money he cannot turn down. And I said it over in countless videos. Is this the Canelo of 2020 or 2021? No, it's not. And then again, on the same token, it's not the Crawford of 20 2020 or 2019. And I think you'll be more ready and you'll see a more sharper Canelo on September 13th. Still, people believe, since that Skull fight, that this fight will be closer than most people thought a year ago. Over one fight. You can even look at the sports books. Canelo's not a heavy favorite in this fight. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think Eddie Hearn has some substance in what he's saying? He is saying possibly September 13th could be Canelo's last fight. I disagree, but what do you think? Beezy, I'm gone.